Did you know that the most expensive restaurants on Earth are not priced for food alone? You are paying for rare ingredients sourced from multiple continents, chefs whose decisions shape global gastronomy, dining rooms with more staff than guests, techniques that take days for a single plate, experiences that cannot be replicated. These restaurants are not businesses in the normal sense. They are culinary institutions. Tonight, we are counting down the top 10 most expensive restaurants in the world based on real tasting menu prices, exclusivity, craftsmanship, and global recognition. As we move toward number 1, you'll notice something clear. At a certain point, food stops being food. It becomes art, ritual, and status. Number 10, Le Bernardin. Le Bernardin represents precision at the highest level. Located in New York City, this seafood-focused restaurant has maintained 3 Michelin stars for over 2 decades. The tasting menu regularly exceeds $350–400 per person before wine pairings. What makes Le Bernardin expensive is not excess, it is control. The kitchen is famous for obsessive ingredient selection, minimalist plating, absolute respect for seafood texture and temperature. Every dish is engineered to highlight purity. Service is silent, disciplined, and exact. Le Bernardin is not theatrical, it is surgical. Its cost reflects consistency that very few restaurants on Earth can maintain for so long. Number 9, Alain Ducasse au Plaza, Athénée. This restaurant is luxury in its most refined form. Located inside the Plaza Athénée Hotel, Alain Ducasse's Paris flagship offers a tasting menu that can exceed $450 per person. The philosophy here is radical restraint. The menu focuses on natural flavors, seasonal produce, minimal animal protein, sustainable luxury. Silverware, porcelain, and table settings are custom designed. The dining room itself is part of the experience, a space built to slow time. You are not rushed, you are guided. This is French gastronomy reduced to its most elegant essence. Number 8, Sukiyabashi Jiro. Sukiyabashi Jiro is not expensive because of decor. It is expensive because of mastery. This legendary sushi restaurant in Tokyo offers an omakase experience that can reach $50,000, $60,000 per person. There is no menu, no choice, no customization. Every piece of sushi is served in a precise sequence, timed to seconds, rice temperature, fish aging, knife angle, hand pressure. Everything is controlled. You are eating decades of discipline. The experience lasts about 20 minutes, yet remains unforgettable. Here, price is not about luxury. It is about perfection repeated thousands of times. Number 7, Osteria Francescana. Osteria Francescana is expensive because it changed how fine dining thinks. Located in Modena, Italy, this restaurant has repeatedly been ranked among the best in the world. The tasting menu typically exceeds $350–450 per person, with wine pairings pushing the experience well beyond that. But price here is not driven by luxury decor or rare caviar alone. It's driven by intellectual cooking. Chef Massimo Bottura's cuisine reinterprets Italian classics, deconstructs tradition, rebuilds memory through flavor, turns cultural history into edible narratives. Dishes reference Renaissance art, Italian childhood memories, political and social themes. The dining room is intimate, seats are limited, reservations are fiercely competitive. At Osteria Francescana, you're not paying to eat, you're paying to understand food differently. This is why collectors of experiences, not just wealthy diners, compete for a table. Number 6, the French Laundry. The French Laundry represents the gold standard of American fine dining. Located in California's Napa Valley, this restaurant helped define modern tasting menu culture. The base tasting menu typically starts around $350–400 per person, but wine pairings can double that price. What makes the French Laundry expensive is not extravagance, it is precision at scale. Every day, the kitchen produces dozens of unique plates, sources hyper-local produce, customizes menus to seasons and farms, maintains exacting consistency, The restaurant operates like a laboratory. Service is choreographed. Timing is flawless. Errors are not tolerated. Seats are booked months in advance, often within seconds of release. The French Laundry is expensive because it delivers reliability at the highest possible level. In fine dining, consistency is the rarest ingredient. Number 5. Aragawa. Aragawa is not a restaurant in the conventional sense. It is a vault. Located discreetly in Tokyo, Aragawa serves one thing above all else: Kobe beef at its absolute peak. The tasting experience can exceed $701,000 per person, depending on cut, grade, and season. Why is it so expensive? Because Aragawa controls variables most restaurants cannot: cattle lineage tracked individually, extreme aging precision, hand-selected cuts reserved for specific guests, cooking performed by a tiny circle of masters. There is no menu designed for variety. The menu is designed for perfection. Each steak is prepared to amplify texture rather than seasoning. Salt is minimal. Sauce is almost absent. The room is quiet. Service is restrained. The focus is absolute. Aragawa represents the highest possible expression of a single ingredient. This is dining reduced to pure material value. Number 4. Ultraviolet by Pairet. Ultraviolet is not just expensive, it is unprecedented. Located in Shanghai, Ultraviolet offers a single table for approximately 10 guests per night. The cost of the experience often exceeds $900–1,200 per person before pairings. But the price is not for food alone. Ultraviolet is a multi-sensory laboratory. During the meal, lighting changes with each course, soundscapes surround diners, temperature shifts, scent diffusion alters perception, visual projections transform the room. Every dish is synchronized with technology. The kitchen is hidden. The dining room is sealed. Guests are transported from one environment to another without leaving their seats. The menu cannot exist elsewhere. It is engineered for this space only. Ultraviolet is expensive because it collapses restaurant, theater, laboratory, art installation into a single controlled experience. This is not dining. It is designed perception. Number 3. Sublimotion. Sublimotion is not a restaurant. It is a controlled experiment in luxury. Located in Ibiza, Sublimotion hosts one table per night for a small group of guests. The cost routinely exceeds $500–2,000 per person, depending on season and package. Why so expensive? Because Sublimotion merges fine dining, live performance, virtual reality, holography, scent engineering, sound design, choreography. Every course triggers a complete transformation of the room. Walls move, lighting shifts, music adapts, visuals respond to the food. Behind the scenes, a team of chefs, engineers, performers, and technicians outnumbers the guests. The menu is impossible to reproduce elsewhere. It exists once per night and then disappears. Sublimotion's price reflects not ingredients alone, but the cost of running a private theatrical universe for a handful of people. Number 2. Masa. Masa represents luxury through absolute purity. Located in New York City, this Japanese restaurant offers one of the most expensive omakase experiences on earth. The base tasting menu can exceed $750–950 per person, with no substitutions and no shortcuts. There is no printed menu, no explanation during service, no performance, only trust. Chef Masa Takayama selects ingredients from Japan's most exclusive markets. Fish is aged with surgical precision. Rice temperature is controlled to the degree. Knife work follows decades of discipline. Every guest eats the same sequence. Every movement is intentional. Masa is expensive because it removes everything unnecessary. Luxury here is restraint perfected. There is nowhere to hide flaws, only mastery survives. Number 1. Kitcho Arashiyama. At number 1 stands the most expensive traditional restaurant experience in the world, Kitcho Arashiyama. Located in Kyoto, this restaurant offers kaiseki dining at its highest possible expression. Private rooms overlook curated Japanese gardens. Each meal follows seasonal philosophy, not trend. The full experience can exceed $1,200–2,500 per person, depending on ceremony, room, and ingredients. But the price is not about luxury materials, it is about cultural preservation. Every dish reflects season, nature, balance, restraint, time. Ingredients are sourced at peak moment only. Plating follows centuries-old rules. Service is ritualized. The meal unfolds slowly, often over several hours. Kitcho is expensive because it preserves something fragile, a culinary tradition that cannot be scaled, rushed, or modernized. At this level, you are not paying for food. You are paying to participate in living history. The world's most expensive restaurants are not priced for hunger. They are priced for rarity, time, control, knowledge, and experience that cannot be copied. At the top, food stops being nourishment. It becomes art, ritual, and identity. If this journey through the world's most expensive dining experiences changed how you think about food and luxury, like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. Because the next list explores how far humans will go to turn experience into obsession.